This is the Jayhawk Sports Network, powered by Heartland Technology.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome inside the Jayhawk Sports Network. Inside the gym here in Jesup, we are set for volleyball and kind of a roll here. We got a match tonight. We got a match Tuesday, Thursday, all on Jayhawk Sports Network. And I think we got one more built in there too here later, part of October before the season really wraps up. Nate Klaber again, the Hawks Nest tonight in the South Gym, along with Luke Baldwin. It's our first time together.
Yeah. Well, not our first time. First time this school year. Yeah, and I've missed you, Nate. I really have.
Not to make it awkward or anything like that. So I'll let you and Jason get back together next week when that game on Tuesday. So that'll happen then. But anyway, tonight the number 8 team in Class 2A, Denver Cyclones, make their way here to Jesup. Jesup in the latest poll today came out at number 12 overall. So impressive to see the Jayhawks continue to be in the rankings, and it's going to be quite a matchup tonight. We did get a chance to hear from head coach Erica Bass on our pregame show. Jayhawks on the move, equipment closet edition, as we're set for high school volleyball, and Denver coming to town. Top 12 ranked teams. So we have Jesup number 12 that came out today, and Denver number 8.
Yep.
Talk through tonight. What are you expecting to see?
I'm expecting to see a lot of hustle, a lot of scrap, putting a lot of balls over the net. Just trying to force them to make the errors. That's the goal.
Okay. So we haven't talked since preseason. Talk through the season. Let's rewind a little bit. It's about ready to wrap up as we're getting down towards the end of the season. But talk through getting going, how things have been through the changes you've had to make, and talk about this year's team.
Yeah, so this year has been actually really good. We're 14-8. We placed second in 3 of our tournaments. We won our home tournament. Got off to a great start in both of our triangulars. We won both of those. So I thought we went into the season really well. Conference is always tough for us because our conference is always at a higher level.
Right.
I just feel like, and everybody is a rival in our conference. Everybody wants to beat everybody, those sorts of situations. So we've had to just make minimal adjustments, honestly. We just stay on our side of the court, but as long as there's no differences on either side, that doesn't really matter. Subbing is the same. Everything's pretty much the same for us.
So is there some things that started the season that have maybe evolved away because you weren't switching sides, that type of thing? Is that
so we're still not switching sides yet, but the girls are allowed to put their hands next to each other when they sub in and out. Before they were just supposed to like stand there.
Okay.
But so yeah, they're allowed to just like go with the flow while they're out there because they're right next to each other all the time anyway. So
very well. So talk about this group that you have this year. Fair amount of seniors, and
yes,
you've got a lot of people contributing, it looks like.
Yes, so we have a lot of seniors with experience, which is great. So it's always good to have experience on the court. And we have some seniors that haven't played before that are really stepping up to the plate. So it's been a really good year for us for seniors.
Let's look at, again, with Denver. I guess, how do you scout for that? How do you be ready? Because you can't necessarily prepare where the ball's going to land each time.
Oh, yeah,
right?
no, definitely not.
So how do you prepare for a team like that?
So a lot of times, so what we did, we watched film on them. We watched film where they have lost games, so then we know what things to bring to them. And then we've watched film where they've won games and what they can bring, sort of situations. And then we find spots that could be open on their court, but they're doing the same to us.
Right.
So it's honestly a toss-up once you get out there, and you just try to adjust as well as possible. But it's really good to see how they line up on the other side. We go through every single rotation that they go through to see where they're at on the court at all times, so then we know where we're serving to. We know who's in the front row at this time with this person a lot of times, so it's nice.
Well, it's good to be here because we only had 3 football games, but we're going to do quite a few volleyball games this year.
Good.
So we're here tonight, and then 2 next week, and I think there might be 1 more in there. So good luck tonight against the Cyclones.
Thank you.
Hey, head volleyball coach Erica Bass, Jayhawks on the move. All right. Head volleyball coach Erica Bass, her second year as the head coach, her third year with the program. And, one thing that has continued for years, Luke, is the continuation and building of this Jesup volleyball program. It never seems to be rebuilt. It's always reload year after year, at least lately anyway.
Yeah, well, I mean, as we've talked about a million times, obviously volleyball, it's a popular sport, right? So the girls, they're always going to gravitate towards it. And, we've got Coach Bass here. She's doing an outstanding job. The thing that I really appreciate and respect about her most is her she never stops coaching. If you ever watch her during a game, she rarely sits down. She's always on her feet. And whether whatever just happened, good or bad, she's got something to say. She's coaching nonstop, and I love that. I mean, any good coach is going to do that. I don't know. We've got some. Like you said, we're pretty senior heavy right now. We've got some good young girls coming up through the program, and but like Coach Bass said, I mean, our conference is just so ridiculously good year in and year out, and everybody wants to beat each other, and so everybody's up for every game, and it's a it's a gauntlet for sure.
Yeah, you look at the class rankings that just came out today, and Wapsie Valley dropped from number 1 to number 2, and that was after a loss just recently to Denver. Took them down to number 2. You go to 2A, you got Dyke New Hartford at 3. You got Denver at 8, Sumner Fred's at 9, Hudson's at 10, Columbus Catholic at 11, Jesup's at 12, AP's at 15.
Yeah.
You're right in there, and that's what? Half, if not most, of the conference is ranked.
Yeah,
as you look through that.
It's 3/4 of the conference is ranked, and so you look at some of those games. Wapsie's a great example. We came out and had Wapsie down 2-0, and unfortunately things kind of went the other way on us, and they won the next 3 and went away with it. But it's an example of how close this conference is. I mean, it's either team could have come out with the victory that night. They got it, we didn't, but you just never know one night to another.
So as I look at the schedule of how things have gone here recently for the Jayhawks, and you're looking at realistically 5 more dates to go with tonight's Denver matchup next Tuesday. AP comes into the gym on Thursday next week, Ladbroke Rhinebeck. Following Tuesday, Sumner Fred. That'll be a game we'll have on Jayhawk Sports Network, and they'll end the season on the road in a conference matchup against another ranked team in Hudson. So, yeah, really 5 dates to go before postseason begins.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think between COVID and just really all things that stem from that, it seems like the season just began and now it's almost over. Same thing, of course, happened with football. I mean, we don't even have any home games left in football, and it's just a weird time in the world. Summer was here and gone before we knew it. So, but I don't know. These girls, they've, as we said, our conference prepares us for postseason play. So I don't know what sort of draw we'll get in the postseason, but I like our chances, whatever it is.
So looking at the losses that Denver has had on their schedule, has not been many. Lost 2-0 to West Delaware, lost, that must have been in a tournament over at AP, it looks like, in a weekend tournament. Lost to Dyke New Hartford 3-0 back in the middle of September. Lost to Sumner Fred 2-0. Osage in a Dyke New Hartford tournament, also that same weekend, losing 2-0. But that's been it. They've been winning ever since. And they've got, some out of conference matchups in there with Windsor-Mac Valley and Tripola and Beckman, Starmont. They still have Waverly Shellrock coming up in the Go-Hawk tournament this Saturday along with Mount Vernon. So, it's not an easy schedule they have ahead of them, and even that they put on their plate here during this season.
Yeah, Denver's a good team any which way you look at it. I mean, you don't get ranked number 8 at this point in the season without being a quality program.
So as we look at how things are setting up for tonight in this game with Denver and Jesup, just kind of looking at our team leaders. But let me go back here first and look at the Nickel East standings. Interestingly enough, you've got Union all the way up top, and Union I think was one of the only teams that wasn't ranked. But they've got 3 conference wins, and you've got them right up top, 23-0. Or I gotta double check my. Maybe I missed them. Did I get Union in there?
No.
I got to scan through and make sure I didn't miss them, just to see if they were ranked or not. With the schedule appears that they have listed up there, and don't see it. But Union, Dyke, Denver, Wapsie, Sumner, Hudson, Columbus. This is all conference standings right now, so I'm not sure if those are updated or not as I start looking at that a little bit closer. But let's just forget I was talking about it.
Welcome back to the welcome back to the Nate and Luke show.
Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, saved by the buzzer, nonetheless. So for Jesup, we'll be watching Alexa Harris on the assist, Bobby Thomas on the kills, Leah Becker at the net, Taylor Wymore doing some digs towards the floor, and Alexis Harris been great at that service line this year. Other side of it, Denver, watch for Reese Johnson at the service line. Kate Clinton on the floor, blocks at the net with Jessica Gergen, kills with Kayla Knowles, and Reese Johnson will have the assist, trying to make some plays. So as we get ready for this contest, again, Denver ranked 8th in Class 2A, 21-4 coming into tonight. Jesup Jayhawks 14-8 under the direction of head coach Erica Bass and assisted by Aubrey Green. We're going to turn it over to public address announcer Dan Fox for our starting lineups.
Freshman, number 14, Jessica Gergen. A junior, number 20, Avery Ford. Libero is a junior, number 15, Kate Clinton. Denver is coached by Jamie Johnson. And now for our Jayhawks, a junior, number 3, J.C. A senior, number 11, Jayla Toma. A senior, number 12, Alexis Harrell. A senior, number 13, Kendra McCone. A senior, number 14, Bella Printer. A junior, number 16, Bobby Thomas. Jesup Romero is sophomore, number 1, Taylor Wynor. Jesup is coached by Erica Bass. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as we honor our nation and flag while paying respect to our men and women in uniform around the world who protect our liberties and way of life with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, we are set for Jesup Jayhawk volleyball. Signature catchphrase for Dan Fox this time of year.
He's sure ready for volleyball. Well, the one good thing about tonight, Nate, we don't have any programs, so you might have the names over there. I don't have anything, so you don't have to worry about me mispronouncing anybody's name.
Well, it'll make it easy. I think you'll probably have the Jesup players down. I can assume that.
Yes.
And you can always go with the Jesup or the Denver player.
I think I'm going to go with numbers because if we do have some Denver fans listening in tonight, well, first of all, welcome aboard. Happy to have you. But hopefully you know your daughter's, granddaughter's, friends, whatever number. Nate, you might be able to give some names.
I'll try and follow in with that and see what we can do. Head coach for Denver, Jamie Johnson, as they will be on that left side of your screen. Wearing the gold jerseys, maroon. Not quite the red and gold Cyclone that I prefer.
Thank goodness.
Not that color, but we are set to go as Denver will have Allison Bonnet get that serve, and it goes right out of bounds past Thomas. And Jesup will have the service, and right away we'll see an exchange as Leah Becker comes in.
Alexis with the serve.
Harris, that jump serve towards that back row. Libero will have it. Katie Clinton, they'll whirl it over. Nice dig by Combs. Harris from behind, and there's Becker. Right towards that back court. And coming in for the slam, and Caitlin Knowles, the sophomore, was able to put that down, but it does go out of bounds.
No, it was in.
Well, it was in. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was in.
That was a great kill shot, man. There, she had everything she had behind it.
So Knowles leads the team in kills. 3.4.
Combs.
She gets that one over. Nice setup by Denver. Hits the roof. Harris backtracks to get it. Double deuce on bringing it over. And who do you give credit that to?
I don't know. We'll give it to both of them. We got lucky there. We had Becker and Kresser almost hit at the same time. And fortunately, we ended up getting a point out of that.
Best of 5 series here. Kenner Combs from that back.
Nice
clears
serve.
the net. Wymore gets that dig up and out of bounds. They tried to bring it in with Jessica Gergen. 3-1 Jesup. Jayhawks number 12 in the state in 2A. Denver number 8. Dig at the floor with Denver, trying to move that over with Reese Johnson, the junior. Wymore sets up to Thomas and couldn't get there in time to bring it over.
I think she was there. She was just a little low with that tip and took her right into the net.
Callista Schutte, one of the other seniors on this squad, now on the court. Wymore with that first hit. Up by Harris, bring it over from Becker. Comes off of Denver.
Becker can get a hold of that thing too. I really like her style of play. Jason and I talked about this the first game we did up here. She's just one of those players that doesn't seem to have any real highs or lows. She just goes out there and plays and is very effective.
Wymore right towards Katie Clinton. Denver will bring it back over. Callista gets a touch on it. Harris with a set. Thomas gets it over and not for Clinton to get.
Nice to have Bobby back. She was only out for a weekend there, but she makes such a big difference. She's such an integral part of this team, and when she wasn't in there, it was like the whole team was a bit off. Knowles with the kill attempt, and too hard, too long.
That will keep Kayla Wymore back at the service line. This is what? She's got 3 or 4 points under her right now.
It's their nice serve.
Denver sets it up. Block at the net by Becker and Toma. Jamie Toma at that net. One of the other seniors on this squad. Make it 7-2. Denver gets that first set up. Trying to bring it over on that far side. And Denver will get it back.
I think we're in the net there, Nate.
We're in the net. Nate. Lukey us. Or Lukey them, I guess. Harris over to Thomas. Thomas was ready for it.
Thomas looking good here tonight, man. She's got, 2-3 points to her name already?
Junior J.C. Lang coming in.
JC will take over the serving duties here for the time being.
Ooh.
Nice serve.
That didn't go the direction that Alyssa Bonnet wanted it to go for Denver.
That's a tough receive. I mean, it's one of those where you're like, God, do I let that go? Do I hit it? And I think she just kind of caught the Denver player in that questionable area.
JC again right back towards the libero. Should get the first hit for Jesup. Harris to Toma. Tries to kill it. Goes straight up. Denver's going to see that go the opposite direction.
Anytime it hits the ceiling, it's you never know where that thing's coming down at. But so this is what Jesup is capable of, and this is why we're still ranked number 12, even though maybe our schedule. Not schedule. What's the word I'm looking for, Nate?
Ranking?
No. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're ranked number 12 yet, I think, because of that play, what we're capable of. But we've got to keep it up, and we've got to close. There's been several times this year where, Wapsie's a great example. We went up 2-0, but just we couldn't close out. So whatever happens from this point on tonight, I hope they're able to do that.
Jesup with that ball. J.C. Lang.
Record was the word I was looking for. Real tough words here, Nate.
I would have never gotten that.
Yeah, I know.
I was thinking RPI, strength of schedule. What are you getting into?
45 with the mind of a 95-year-old.
Lang again with a great serve. Inch that over with Denver's Allison Bonnet.
Yep. JC got a nice little run going here.
Good power on that serve.
Yeah.
Dig up by Johnson and stays in Denver's territory.
Man,
the Jayhawks.
They're fired up tonight. They are on target. And JC, she's a girl that struggled a little bit with her serve throughout the season. She's had a tendency to go long on them, but man, she's putting some nice serves down here.
13-3 advantage. Been a long time since Denver's had consecutive points.
Boom.
And Thomas from near side clears it.
Finding those spots.
Keep the energy going through 2 more games after this. Nice to get a clean sweep of the Cyclones. Clinton. Harris. And then Toma took that second hit to get it over. Earn another point.
I was watching Kyle Winter over there. He's one of our line judges, and he was struggling with the same thing I was struggling with when I was doing it earlier tonight. Is you don't want to touch that volleyball, so you try to kick it, and you end up kicking it into the ref stand. And
Jesup fans continue to see the progression, and Denver's coach, you can see some frustration there, and it's we're not going to stand and go over this. You guys probably need to sit down for this.
Well,
at timeout.
I don't think there's anybody in this gym that expected Jesup to jump out to a 16-3 lead over Denver. I love it, and I'm glad to see it, but it's shocking. And man, the Jayhawks are firing on all cylinders.
Getting to this timeout, Denver has taken 2 so far. Just looking recently, Jesup over the weekend up at Decorah went 1-for-1, or 1-1 looks like. Beat Southwind 2-0, lost to Decorah 2-1.
Yeah, that was an odd tournament. They were back in town by, I think, 1 o'clock. First game was at 8.
That's a quick turnaround after the team was probably watching the football game the night before.
Yeah, I think they had an early or a morning session and afternoon session, presumably to social distance a bit. A little long on that one. That was a nice run for JC. She had some really good-looking serves in there.
Getting a text from AD Joe Smines. He took a picture of us up here, said it was similar to Cameron Indoor. It was nice to see that he could make his way out of the announcing booth over football and grace us with his presence.
Good spot by Toma.
And going to be short from going over.
Oh,
no.
Okay. I was like, what? So, ref with a little misdirection there for a moment. He corrected himself.
Maybe he thought he was on the other side.
Chuckling about it.
17-4. Thomas.
Nice
Spike
serve.
up the middle, and
Great
that
serve.
one's coming hard, so it's going to go up in the Jesup parents' side. I expected Pilcher over there to stand up and slam that one down, but a little weak on that effort. Thomas right towards Clinton. JC will scoop it. And there's McCombs to come from the near side. Gets that over. Denver sends it back, but Toma was right there to block it back over. McCombs skates by a couple pairs of hands for Denver. And now Denver's going to ease it over with Bonnet. This thing is still moving. Set up with Johnson. Dig from Thomas, and just about 3 or 4 inches too far away from that ball.
So Reese Johnson just got her 1,000th career assist. So congratulations to Reese. That's impressive.
Yeah,
something to be proud of for sure.
And she'll earn that next point for Denver and get the ball back in their court. Got some catching up to do. Hard serve comes from Avery 40.
Ooh.
Good front by Jesup, but they ricocheted it the wrong way. McCombs hard at the net. Denver was ready for it. Set up an assist from Johnson, and it comes off of Jesup. So I guess she's 1,001 on the assist now.
Yeah, we've got those 2 front blockers, but we got to have somebody up that can grab that ball when it comes off like that.
Wymore with the first touch, and Toma tried to power it over the net. Blocked by Denver.
All right, Jesup, let's side out here. 18-9 still well in favor of Jesup, but Denver they're on the hunt. That's out.
Ooh, that was right on the line. Thomas watched it.
Yeah, that was a nice serve.
She'd probably do the same thing again if she saw the same play. And this time, Coach Bass wants the timeout, it appears. So get a minute to talk things over. 18-10 right now, and Luke early on. I think, what did you say? It was 14 to 3-point or whatever that was, that no one thought we'd be at that point. But
right.
Denver not too far off if they keep working like they have been.
No, whatever coach said to them in their last time out, it worked. They've responded well, and they're clawing their way back into this game. Still a 8-point advantage, Jesup, but Jesup needs to get a side out here before this thing gets too close for comfort.
This is the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology. I'm Nate Klaber. That's Luke Baldwin, Eric Clark, masked up and ready on the camera tonight. And Anthony Baugh, on-site producer, with his magical suitcase and his half-full Mountain Dew.
There we go.
Can't get the dig.
Anthony's a half-full Mountain Dew kind of guy.
Yeah. Maybe a half-empty kind of guy or half full. Half empty or half full, Mr. Baugh?
That's trouble.
2/3 full kind of guy. Not a third empty. Shot by Kresser. Thomas over to McCombs. Back over to Denver side. And that one will come out. Allison Bonnet, the junior, 5'10", powers it. Wymore in the Jesup court. 19-11 now. Service by Bonnet. Sneaking back.
Short serve.
And they planted that right where Thomas dug and couldn't lift it up. Bonnet again from that service line. Thomas gets it again. Harris, who's got the third. McCombs does, just eases it over to the left. Gerke.
Block.
Now to Harris. Wymore, McCombs.
Ooh.
Nice response on the left side with Folksy.
Out. Denver had a couple girls in the mix on that second bump, and things got off keel from there. Boy.
There's some power on that. Harris has it go through. Denver will hang on to it.
Decent student section in the house tonight.
Must be Jersey night or something.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Becker saw where she was at, and you could tell.
That was a great idea. She just wanted to dink that over the defense, but caught the pin.
Reese Johnson. Jump set, right jump serve. McComb hits it once. She'll get the first and third hit.
McComb's playing a nice game so far tonight. We kind of talked about it last week or 2 weeks ago now. I guess it's been McCombs has really improved since last year. She's done a nice job with her kill attempts.
Wymore has that open spot. Becker
Boom.
rallies it through, and Denver can move it over off of Reese Johnson. 22-15. McCombs get the bump from Bonnet. And then Knowles hammered it down across that net. Denver.
She just beats that thing up, doesn't she?
She sure does. We'll see Kate Clinton, the junior, 5'6" at that back line. Schutte to Harris, and
called for catching. Or I don't even know what that means. You know what that means?
this I have no idea.
Something illegal. Something illegal happened.
But looking at it, looked like Harris had maybe grabbed onto it.
Well, I thought she caught it, but I don't. That doesn't seem like it would be the call for
23-16. McCombs, or actually Thomas. And that one just got away from Jesup.
No, we got the point there.
Actually, shows how confusing we are. Maybe officials are watching a whole different game.
I think something happened before it ever even came over.
Maybe.
There we go. Jessup's going to take the first one.
Get it 25-16.
Way to close it out, Jesup. So that's good to see. You know, they got that big lead. Denver came scrapping back. but Jesup able to stay strong and hold on and go ahead 1-0. As a reminder, we are not switching sides this year. That's one of the many COVID-related rules. So Jesup will stay on the right side of your screen and Denver will stay on the left.
And 25-16 as Jesup, again, ranked 12th in the state in 2A. And at Denver at 8th. But if you're just joining us, we were talking through early on in our broadcast. You look at the North Iowa Cedar League, Wapsie Valley, number 2 in Class 1A. There's a lot of Northeast Iowa schools. I'm just going through here: Janesville, Gladbrook, Rhinebeck, North Butler in there, Class 2A. You look at Dyke New Hartford, number 3. Beckman Catholic is at 6. 8th is Denver, Sumner Fred 9, Hudson 10, Columbus 11, Jesup 12, AP 15. Independence is number 9 in 3A.
Got a lot of good volleyball in the area.
No, there it is. Union's ranked 5th in 3A. That's where they're sitting.
Oh, that's right. I always forget they're 3A. In. Nice serve, Alexis.
And 4A, West Delaware's in there at 8. Northeast Iowa, Cedar Falls, number 3. Northeast Iowa, the hotbed for volleyball. Nice back row with Thomas.
Oh, nice job by Alexis to dig that out of the net.
She was walking that line.
Yeah, that's out. Yeah, good call by Scott down there. Scott Mielhau, our other line judge. Took one in the shin and still managed to make the right call.
2-0 Jesup. Alexis Harris towards that middle.
Boom. That's nice. Nice kill. Knowles. Is that Knowles?
That, I think, was it Knowles or Bonnet?
One. I think it, yeah.
One is Knowles. Yep, sophomore.
Yep.
Yeah, she averages almost 4 points
out
each set.
Another point, Jesup, courtesy of Denver. Long on the serve.
McCombs, jump from that back. Slide in, and Jesup just could not find it.
They got in front of it, but that ball is coming so fast and hard that it's hard to get yourself situated so it goes right back at him.
Becker would get that over. Same situation she kind of had earlier of she had no
pin.
choice. She had to try and get it over somehow.
Yep.
On that third hit.
Short serve. Nice job by Thomas to get to that one.
Becker makes up for her last hit.
Oh,
Denver does get it over. Becker has it. It goes out of bounds
Out.
outside of Callista Schuette's left reach.
Becker snagged that one, but if she would have let it go, that was going out. It doesn't matter. It's a moot point now, but all those things are a little more obvious up here. The advantage point down there is probably not quite as good.
Harris and Wymore. Third hit goes to Becker. At backcourt with Bonnet. And that'll clear over Callisti, but Jesup has the touch on it. And we will see Tiffany Wright as one of the seniors come in. She'll have her chance to serve. Tied up at 4s. Jesup leading 1-0.
Oh, nice job by Thomas.
Schutte with a second hit, or first hit. And that's hard when you're when that's coming down hard at you. You ricochet it straight up to the ceiling and comes even faster down at you.
I was going to say, I'm not sure that didn't come down faster than it went up. Which that defies the law of physics, but maybe it's low gravitation or gravity in here.
I'm covering my head at that point. Dig down low, and I think Jesup maybe got a little lax there. They didn't think that Denver maybe was going to be able to pick that one up.
Wymore was kind of in the vicinity, but it was too high for her. She thought about getting her fingertips up there, but knew she wasn't going to get it, so she let it go over, hoping it was going out of bounds, but not quite.
Curtis on the serve. Lang, Harris, Thomas out of bounds.
Get yourself squared there.
You were down working that line during the JV game.
Yeah, it was the first time I've ever done that. And I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit nerve-wracking. I mean, it's not like missing a call is the end of the world, but still, you don't want to be the guy screwing up or
because realistically,
blowing the call.
What's it like to have a job where everybody in the gym knows they can do it better than you can?
Right. That's reffing 101.
Yeah,
I think that's what they
to?
teach you on day one of reffing school.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
No one's willing to do it, but they know how to do it better than you do.
Yeah, I had told our AD Smines, I said he was looking for some people to do the varsity game, and of course we're up here, so I wasn't able to. And I said, if you can't find anybody for the JV game, I'm willing to do that. Well, surprisingly enough, nobody showed up for the JV game.
They weren't stepping up, huh?
Yeah.
Obviously, there's no strict application interview process that goes through.
Clearly.
Do you know how to use a flag? Jesup, Denver tied up at 8. Allison Bonnet, Lang, Harris. Kresser will get that over. Scooped up by Clinton.
Oh, boy.
And over to Denver's turn. Denver gets it over to Jesup, hits the floor.
That looked more like a dunk than a hit.
Erica Bass comes to the sideline. Offers a little bit of coaching advice. Harris with a backwards set.
Oh, boy.
And it's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah.
That was kind of a trick play right there.
So something I learned tonight, this is probably common knowledge for volleyball-minded people, but the ball can actually land outside of the line, but if you consider the line like a vertical plane, you can still have half the ball inside that vertical plane, so it's in. Even though,
if it lands on the line?
If the ball can actually land outside the line, but part of that ball is over the line, so it's still in. The curvature of the ball. So say this is the line, the ball comes like that, even though it touches outside. And that's what makes some of those calls so subjective is I'm sure a lot of people, me included, up until tonight, see balls land just outside and think, oh, that's out. How could they call that in? But that's why.
Well, I'm glad it was a learning experience for you earlier.
Pretty much everything I do in life is a learning experience, Nate.
Kendra McCombs gets it over and had a little spin on that.
Nice job.
And Denver's Reese Johnson ended up hitting it towards the Denver bench. Denver leads 11-10 right now. It took Anthony to draw me a picture before I understood that.
Well, I don't know if you thought the ball was square or what. I don't know. When he said curvature of the ball, somehow you figured that one out at that point. Thomas spikes it into the net.
Yeah, I usually see a cube and I think it's round. But 12-10 Denver. Libero Gerke.
But
Actually,
seriously,
Clinton.
how funny would this game be if they did play with the square ball?
And what if it weighed 5 pounds? Or it was a balloon
Filled with helium.
filled with helium. But you only went to 10. You can't touch the floor like you play it at home. Can't touch the floor.
We've lost control. We've got a game going on here. Denver on a bit of a roll here. They've gone up 14-10 on the Jayhawks.
Oh, leave it to the student section.
Hey, they're just following the rule.
They won't jump down and touch
don't
that
touch
ball.
the ball.
Just letting people know where it's at. Clinton.
Short set. Alexis
Wymore and Kresser with the last touch.
Ow.
And a kill on the backside. Kayla Knowles. We'll see it go out.
Knowles wanted the touch. I didn't see one, but Wymore's with a little jump serve.
Wymore 5'4" sophomore. And again out of bounds from Knowles. Trying to bring that down a little bit. (14-12). Going to 25. Back row hit by Clinton. Bring a little bit closer. Try and get the kill in from Ford. It does hit the floor. Denver, another point towards the Cyclones. Senior Tiffany Wright. Toma able to get that one over. Touched by Thomas. Harris, who's taking it? Becker.
Tip, that's tip. Oh. I made that up. That wasn't tipped.
Made you feel good, though.
I could have sworn it was tipped.
That one's out of bounds. J.C. Lang in for Becker. Some new football jerseys came in, so be excited to see those tomorrow.
Saw those, yeah.
Finally came in.
Better late than never.
Yeah. Looks like a couple of the guys maybe had them on over there. Get a chance to have 4 different combinations.
I saw that. I saw that picture. I was like, wow, we got 4 different uniforms. And then I realized it was the same pants, or 2 different sets.
You got it.
Oh!
Bounce back into Jesup side, 18-14. Denver looking for the final 7 of this set. Anna Curtis to serve. Bumped by Wymore, bringing it from Thomas. Harris will take it over. And Denver saw an opening behind the Jesup front.
Timeout called by Coach Erica Bass. Not pleased with her team at the moment.
Speaking of football jerseys, high school football tomorrow on the road over at Columbus Catholic. Columbus has had quite a season so far. And there is not general admission, so the only way you get in is if you can get tickets from one of the football players, one of the coaches, one of the cheerleaders, managers, to get into that game. Anthony has 4. He's willing to scalp them. He'll be outside with a sign that says "Need tickets" outside Columbus if you want to look for him. Monday, middle school volleyball versus Union here at home. JV football at Columbus on Monday. Cross country middle school will be at Dyke New Hartford. High school volleyball will have it for you on the Jayhawk Sports Network Tuesday with Applington Parkersburg. And next Wednesday, Service Day. They had to kind of switch that up a little bit. They used to send all the students different places to do some community service work, and now got to be somewhat virtual.
Speaking of cross country, props to our Jayhawk girls cross country team, taking first place in the Jayhawk Invitational Tuesday night. There was 30-plus teams there. It was going to say, huge tournament.
It looked like a school bus sales parking lot.
Yeah, but man, we ran great. We beat second place by 30-some points, and then our boys, and I think they were 7th overall. And I don't quote me, we're short 1 or 2 players there, but they ran really well too.
Jesup brings it over, and it's 2015. Thomas to serve.
Nice serve by Thomas.
Gets over the net.
Just sneaks it over. Rolls it over.
Back to the center. Nice hold up by Harris. Did not give a chance for Reese Johnson to bring it over.
Boy, that's a tough serve, man.
That was hard.
She's just barely coming over that net, and it's coming hot.
Bonnet off to her left, out of bounds. Keep it rolling.
Deep.
Get a little bit deeper, yep. Catch it over with 40. McCombs trickles it over to the left side. Was hoping no one was there. She'll get the first touch. Harris bring it to Toma. Clinton has it on the response, and Thomas mishits to the right.
Got to communicate out there. Just had Thomas and Lang got in each other's space and wasn't sure which one was going to take it. Thomas with the miss hit. It's going to make it 22-18 Denver.
Thanks for following along, whether you're a Cyclone or a Jayhawk or just joining us on the Jayhawk Sports Network via YouTube or Facebook Live. Jesup took the first set, trying to keep this one alive and get a little closer. Denver couldn't bring that back over. Right on the net.
Toma. Little short.
Following this set, and let you all know a little bit about a change with Booster Club, J-Stars after prom. Whole new partnership has been formed. I'll talk about that after a little bit. Lang catches it up.
Nice job by Lang.
Harris, who's going to take it? McCombs back behind the line.
All right, girls, let's side out here.
Timeout. Did Coach Bass take that?
I believe so.
Looking at the rest of the schedule for next week, we did tell you about Tuesday, got into Service Day Wednesday. There is an early out on Wednesday for parents and whoever else wants to be aware of that. Week from tonight, middle school volleyball at Wapsie, high school cross country, along with middle school at New Hampton, middle school football at Dyke New Hartford, high school volleyball at home with Gladbrook Rhinebeck. We'll have that again for you on the Jayhawk Sports Network. And then next Friday, 1 week from tomorrow, last regular season game for football, Sumner Fredericksburg on the 9th. And hopefully between now and then, we'll have a better idea of how the state's going to be determining high school football playoffs, since everybody is in the playoffs.
It's a weird thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to next year when I call a game and can say, well, last year this team was a playoff
team. I mean, I like it. It feels a little bit like everybody gets a ribbon, but
you know what? We do it in basketball. We do it.
I like it. I really do.
Might be something. I'll be interested to see when we get all through this. What changes stay in effect?
I mean, so that'll do it for set 2. Denver takes it 25-20.
Ties it up to 1 apiece.
So we'll go into, we're definitely going 4 sets here regardless.
So much for an early bus ride home.
Did you take the bus in here, Nate?
Surprisingly, no, I did not.
Oh, you were talking about the
Denver,
kid.
yeah.
I got you now.
Yeah. I did do it this afternoon, though. But
Where did you drive today?
Route 19. Always educational.
I'm not familiar with the numbers.
That's like Benson Shady down there.
Yeah. Are we
just
still
stuff I do to pass the time?
Busy. Are we still looking for bus drivers up there?
Need a route bus driver if anybody's interested in a morning and an afternoon excursion. Before your nap and after your afternoon nap.
I've considered getting my license, doing like events. I wouldn't be able to be a full-time bus driver or anything, but I shouldn't publicize that.
That you should.
Eric's suggesting I shouldn't even consider it. I'm a pretty darn good driver. I might run a stoplight every now and then. At least that's what my wife tells me.
Yeah.
I don't see them.
Once a week, whatever, yeah. You're like, no, I didn't see it.
It's kind of like if a tree falls but there's nobody there to hear it, does it make noise?
Right. Tell you seem like you're going a little fast. You're like, well, not to me. It doesn't seem fast.
Here we go.
Third set underway. Who's getting the first point? Harris to McCombs.
That's
over to Clinton.
That's out.
Comes out of bounds.
All right, so for the third set in a row, Jesup is on the board first. Let's see if this one ends let's hope this one ends a little more like the first one.
Harris. Now Denver has to regroup. Center with Thomas. McCombs. A little much power again behind. Tied up at 1. Reese Johnson. Earned her 1,000th assist in that first set tonight in her career.
Wow. That one came off her hand a little wonky.
You could tell she had a little power on her face.
Yeah,
she wanted a little frustration to make sure that one was going to make it.
I don't think she intended for that to happen. Nice serve by McCombs. Out touch.
Out of bounds.
No touch.
No touch.
Yeah, touch. I thought I saw that. I saw it.
Leave it to the white shirt to make the official call.
Scott had it down here. He recognized
he saw it.
Yep.
Reese Johnson gets it over, and now Becker
Nice
hits
job,
the net
Becker.
and then hits the
Boom.
floor.
Powerful.
Down low, a lot of power. Folsky had a hard time controlling it. Denver does get it over. Wymore ready for Thomas. Little side hand hit. Push it up with Johnson, and Wymore can't get to it.
Coach Bass says, toes, on your toes. I don't know if she said that. It seemed like she might have. Oh, nice job by Becker. Recognizing the defense and just tips it right over him.
Another point for Jesup. It's always good to try and figure out what people are saying based on their body movements. Be a fun game. Over from Denver and 40. Harris. Toma had it. Denver going to bring it back over.
Out
of bounds.
Too deep. Yeah, they got tipped.
Tiffany Wright will make her way in for the Cyclones to serve.
I will say these gals are very conscious of when they go for a kill shot and it's tipped. When I was line judging, every time there was a tip, even the ones that are hardly recognizable, they know it right away and they're calling it out.
I'm not sure the call was there if Harris had a little more of a grab on it. Quick whistle, sends it back to Denver. 6-4 Jesup still. Thomas over to Becker, leans in with her fingers. Trying to block that coming across. Harris hooked up with Toma. Becker back to Clinton for Denver. Harris will scoop it. Wymore bring it over with Thomas.
Boom.
And
there you go.
Hand,
nice volley.
Off the hand of Tiffany Wright.
Nice volley, and good to see Jesup finish that one.
J.C. Lang. There's Thomas in that third hit. Denver keeps powering it. Anna Curtis. Wymore gets the first. And Thomas started a little too far back. Denver, Jesup each have a game. Thomas works that left side and
got lucky on that one. A little roller.
She rolled it where it needed to go. McComb's in for Callista Schutte.
I guess I shouldn't say that's lucky. Maybe she meant to do that.
Quite possibly. Seniors on this squad. Lexi Harris, Bella Kresser, Kendra McCombs, Callista Schutte, Jamie Toma.
You see Thomas do that every now and then. She'll get one in the net like that. I mean, she likes to take that so close to the net, but every now and then it catches up with her.
Toma takes a second touch. Thomas, do it again, and that one's in the net and does roll over.
Did you think that dropped on our side?
It looked like it rolled under.
Yeah, I thought it came down our side.
So happens you put a couple 45-year-old guys 15 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Hard to see down there through bifocals, I guess. Rolls over from Denver.
I tell you,
Jesup.
Denver's doing a nice job around the net.
Thomas gets the touch, gets a second hit consecutive, and then
got it.
McCombs saw the opening in that back left corner.
Of all the big hits up around the net there, that one, she was probably 10 feet back from the net. Rode it right down the line. Oh, that's tough.
Wow. Denver was caught sleeping. Hits the net, rolls over. Bumped up from right. Bring it over from Gergen. J.C. Lang into the student section.
Nice effort by Lang. As we said before, those balls that come bouncing off the ceiling are wild cards.
Bump by Wymore. Kenner McCombs. That goes a foot beyond. Presser follows through, gets it over. Up from Knowles, and that one's in.
Back to a 1-point game.
Bonnets, touched by Thomas. Harris is there to set. Presser.
I might need to go see an eye doctor.
I think so.
I swear those,
did that
those are coming down on their side. Or our side, yeah.
Harris now McCombs. Denver has the touch. Wymore dug. McCombs brings it back again. She's going to try and flick it over.
McCombs.
Rolls back to Denver. Got a rally going. Becker.
Boom.
Cross slam.
Props to Denver, man. They are playing some great defense here.
McCombs again brings it over. She's had a lot of touches on that rally. Becker again. Set up, and that time Denver sees Jessica Gergen.
Yeah, that was tough. Good volley. Denver was just not letting anything through there.
Reese Johnson with a serve.
Ooh.
It's high, got to get it over.
Nice
block up
block.
front. Presser and Becker. McCombs puts it up. Now Becker will try and bring it out. And out of the reach of Thomas in that backcourt.
Man, what a nice placement. Over.
And Wymore rolls off to her right.
That was
just had a momentum going on it.
That was a weird rotation by Denver. They kind of faked everybody out there.
Reese Johnson. 13-12 advantage Cyclones. That one's out of bounds.
Good eye by McCombs. Thought about it and then decided better.
Just the quick reaction time you need. That ball's flying at you. 13s.
Serve.
Pushed over from Folsky. Harris. Hit twice. Double hit.
Yep.
So Jesup will go down again. Wymore jumps in there, up to Harris. Now Presser sees a hole.
Nice kill, Bella.
Taylor Wymore. Libero.
Just
carry on that one.
Yeah.
Wymore had considerable playing time last year as a freshman too, didn't she?
Yeah, she was
Continues
a
on.
she was a starter from day one, and she's played a ton of club volleyball over the years and continues to do so. Pretty smart young player.
Good play at the net for Jesup, and nice from Thomas.
Man, I thought that was long, and then it just like nosedived. Nosedived? Nosedived.
Dove-nosed. Is that what you said?
Dove-nosed? Dos Equis? Oh.
Yes. Most interesting man you know.
I forgot this is a public school channel.
It's borderline.
Well, with us on here, it's definitely borderline.
Yeah. Ball out of bounds off of Jesup.
Tied back up at 16. Denver with the serve. See if Jesup can side out here.
Close to Schutte in the first touch. Becker will try and bring it over after Harris has it, who touches it again.
Boom.
And wow. She planted that where she needed it. Thomas.
Wymore did a great job of pulling that one off the ground and keeping it in play.
Lang with a nice serve. And up front on Jesup, 40. Is there to hammer it through. Comes out of bounds off the blue. '17s. Trying to get to 25. Put up from Harris. Thomas.
So close.
That wasn't one of those times where it was in bounds still.
No.
But it was out of bounds.
No. It was
it
definitely.
looks like it's out of bounds, but it's still in bounds. That was not one of those
It was
times.
definitely out of bounds.
Okay.
But it was still close.
And apparently there's a curvature to the ball. Allison Bonnet.
I always thought if it hit the line, it's in bounds. I didn't realize, like I said, it can actually be outside the line but still in bounds. That was complete news to me. Really blew my mind for a second.
Was that in your 30-second tutorial on how to do line judging?
Yeah, and I got that lesson from line judge Neil Howe, and I got that lesson from our down judge here, or our down ref, who I don't know what her name. I don't know her name, but
I was going to find it interesting if you did.
Holly. Holly is her name.
Okay. Did you just make that up?
I did.
I was like, well, maybe.
She's a chemical engineer.
That does this on the side.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's got 4 kids at home.
It's quite the story you got to go on. I'll ask you later on, see if you remember all of it. Nice by Wymore. Harris, McCombs will get it over. One touch from Denver. Third from Bonnet. McCombs with a touch. Toma, a little deep.
Yeah. And she hit that one when she was already coming down. Had nowhere to go but up.
21-18 is our score, and I was going to mention it between games, but if you've not heard, I don't know if you've heard this or not, the Athletic Booster Club, J-Stars, and After Prom are all one now, one entity.
I have
They've
heard
all
that.
come together. Again, so many Jayhawk students benefit from all 3 of these entities that they pull them all together. The resources, the people, to better serve the school, the students, and the community. The Jesup Booster Club, as it's now called, a parent group that meets every Wednesday. So be proud and get involved by giving of yourself through membership, volunteering in the concession stand or on committees, or you can join them at their monthly meetings. If you need more information, contact Ricky Nolan or the athletic office here at the school. But, I'll give credit, I think, to Paul Ray, kind of brought that idea up. It's always hard to find people in the concession stand to do things.
Oh, yeah.
Bring some solidarity to it.
I think it's great, man. I think it benefits. It's a benefit to all the programs. It puts them all on kind of a more even playing field. Gives you a bigger pool of people to work for each of the events. Although I will say to our Jesup folks who are listening and able, still every game there's a big plea for help, I should say, in the concession stands and admission takers, and you can certainly sit and not respond to that plea, but it would be awesome if you came and worked an event or two each season. It makes a world of difference, even if you do it one time.
And you get some free food, too.
Yeah.
Dig from Denver. They'll bring it over on that second hit. Thomas stumbles over Harris. They'll get back on their feet. Here comes Bonnet.
Oh.
Dig by Toma, and it's out of bounds.
Yeah, it's tough. Tough one to get at.
Allison Bonnet, the junior, 5'10". Straight out of bounds on that serve. Jesup breaks 20. Wang out, Becker in. Harris with a nice serve. Comes Knowles. Kresser will slide it over
right
a little
there.
bit.
That little pancake they've done, it saved them I don't know how many times now.
Jesup had to move that court quite a bit. And Denver knew where the holes were. Thomas on the first touch. Harris, who's going to take it over. Becker does, brings it over on the bump. Block up front, Becker, Kresser.
We get a piece of that, or did she take that into the net? It was hard to tell.
I think a little bit of both.
Just a sophomore. Kid's a player. Oh, man.
Harris maybe looking past where the ball was coming.
Yeah, can't give those up.
We've got match point.
Shooty into the game for McCombs.
Jesup needs a stop. Harris to Becker, and
That's out.
goes out of bounds.
Jesup will take the point there.
Staying alive.
Staying alive, staying alive.
Staying alive. I've never seen Anthony shake his head so much. Well, maybe I have.
Nice block by Jesup. Oh, not so much.
No, that's going to go the other way.
Once again.
25-22, Denver. So they will have the 2-1 advantage right now as we get set for the fourth.
Well, it's really been competitive volleyball tonight, though. I'll say that. And Denver, I think, has won those last 2 games just on their defense alone. I mean, obviously, you got to score points, but their defense has just been insane. I don't know how many times we've tried to dink one over the net into wide open space, and then all of a sudden one of the girls pancakes out and keeps it alive. And
Right. That's kind of where Kresser, that seems to be her play right there, is up to the net. She just tries to ease that one over. And,
yeah.
And if Kendra and Becker can bring that ball down a little quicker and, save some of those out-of-bounds balls.
Yeah.
This do or die now for Jesup as we get into game number 4. Looking ahead, I guess first off, I want to thank anybody who's joining us here on the Jayhawk Sports Network. Looks like, tournament season is done, at least on the weekend tournaments for Jesup as far as volleyball. Again, next week, AP on Tuesday, Gladbrook Rhinebeck on Thursday. And then they'll close out the regular season on the 13th, so about a week and a half.
Yeah, also welcome our viewers from Denver. Man, these broadcasts have become kind of a common thing throughout, well, the nation really, and it's nice when maybe you can't make a game or you just don't want to get up and go or whatever it is, and you can log on and watch it and hear a couple of morons like us try to.
Well, at least one of us is a moron.
I know, but you're doing better, Nate.
Oh. I always seek improvement.
But no, seriously, it's kind of a neat community. I mean, we're all competing against each other, but we're all sharing the same airspace when it comes to airing these games over the internet. So anyway, long story short, glad to have our friends from Denver joining us. And Nate's not at all a moron.
Just half one, I guess. I think together maybe we're a moron.
Yeah.
It's a team
we're
effort.
We're definitely more
dangerous
together than apart. That's for sure.
2-0 Jesup. Dominated that first game. Got a little more competitive in that second. Denver came on.
Nice job, Bella Cresser. Saw that coming. Locked and loaded.
Powerful serve. Going to go out of bounds. Jump serve coming. Denver. Presser moves that one over. There's Johnson. Folsky. Actually, Knowles. Now Becker. Nice spike. Going to get picked up by Johnson. And Thomas saw that one coming, and you could see a little frustration that she just wasn't going that way.
No. And Knowles, she does a great job of picking her spot, and she doesn't miss very often.
McCombs with the first touch. Harris with the set. Becker to that back row to Bonnet. Comes out of bounds off of Jesup as Kayla Knowles can take credit for that. All threes. McCombs gets the first and third.
There you go, good block, Cresser.
And Clinton couldn't quite get there.
Cresser doing some work down there in the middle. It's a nice story for her. She's put her time in, and finally this year she's getting a lot of good varsity playing time, one of the starters. And
hard hit by Knowles. Came down hard on that one. Sophomore.
Schuette's going to rotate in for McCombs. Take that far right corner.
Big by Bella Cresser, just out of reach. Cresser was going after it too. (5-4) Denver. Kate Clinton, libero. Schuette, Harris, Thomas got the touch, but so did Denver. And power came through, and that came off the hands of Clinton out of bounds.
She loves that far sideline.
One more serve. Not going to come back, Jesup's era. Substitution, Tiffany Wright. We'll have Kayla Knowles sit down. Service to Thomas, and that was a tough one. They just came a little left. Kept going left.
All right, Jesup, let's go.
Schutte, and then seeing Thomas hit that final third.
There we go.
Toma at the net. Denver put it in it.
JC Land coming in to serve. See if she can go on a roll like she did in the first game. First set.
And she had, what, 5 or 6 points in there?
Yeah.
It seemed like. Lang. Out of bounds right away.
And that's what she's kind of struggled with that throughout the year, just keeping that height down. But, yeah, that first game, man, she had, like you said, 6 or so in a row that were beautiful.
That was definitely the difference in that. Harris over to Toma, off of Clinton, out of bounds. A little too much roll. Schutte sits down, McCombs in. Wymore, Harris, there's McCombs again, near side. From Johnson, and they tried to power that through from 40.
It's like a pinball machine over there on the Denver side. It hit about 4 or 5 of them, I think.
We're at 8. Denver has the advantage in the match now, 2-1. The best of 5.
Nice serve.
Ooh, right through Jesup's hands. Through
unexpected, 2 of them. Yeah. They got caught sleeping.
Jessica Jurgen in. She's had 51 blocks coming into tonight.
Catching that ball behind her, and hitting it while it's still behind her shoulder. That's a wild serve she's got.
McCombs overhits.
Not just serve, it's like all arms. It's almost like there's no twist in it, but it's pretty darn effective.
A little back and forth at the net. McCombs will flick it over. And that one's in. Alpha Gergen. Freshman 5'11" at the net.
Timeout by Coach Bass.
Yeah.
Talk things over here.
Yeah, they really were doing really well that first game at the service line. That seems to be really the difference that made in that first win. And Denver, their defense up front is what's keeping them in this and keeping them ahead.
Yeah, almost nearly impenetrable.
What was that?
Impenetrable.
Something like that. Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology. I'm Nate Clayberg. That's Luke Baldwin.
Who are you?
Did I say Luke Baldwin?
No,
I'm Nate Clayberg. You're Luke Baldwin.
I thought you put an M at the front of your name. Manate.
Nate.
Sounded like Manate.
Something like that. Eric Clark on camera and Anthony Baugh, on-site producer.
I got to get my standing pad from work since I haven't worked from the office for half a year now. I got to get that up here for this winter.
Keep your back in good shape.
Oh, my back doesn't hurt. It's my dogs. My dogs are killing me.
Toma on the serve.
Oh.
And a hard response goes almost in the lap of the official. Up on the stand. Exchange.
Knowles back into the game for Denver. Oh,
nice by
job,
Presser.
Bella. That was
very aware.
Yeah, Alexis did a great job pulling that one out of the net.
J.C. Lang will come out. Alexis Harris for the jump on the serve. Becker with another attempt.
I don't even know how you return that.
With just to hope. 14-10 Denver. Reese Johnson. Service line. Touched by McCombs. Sends it right back over to Clinton. Here comes Denver again with Knowles, and she tries to hammer it through, and it goes out. Denver students questioning that call.
The furthest people in the gym away from that call.
You're getting very smart.
I'm going to go with the line judge on that, who's looking straight down the line.
That one comes through with Denver getting another point.
Short serve. Weimar gets it.
And there's Thomas.
Caught the pin.
Denver has it back. Denver bringing a fair amount of students down here for this game. They'll earn another point. Cyclones will. Getting rowdy.
Yeah, what's going on down there?
Giving our student section a little bit of a run for their money. Schutte on the touch. Becker brings it over.
Nice job by Becker. Oh, out. All right. Our student section looks a little asleep, to be honest with you.
Just kind of looking over in admiration to the Denver
They're
group.
kind of an inactive participant at this point.
Harris. Bumped by Wymore. Becker brings it over. Up from Johnson, and that's a little low on Thomas.
Good little dink over the net there, over the defense.
Light serve into the net. I don't know if we've had any of those tonight.
No.
First time.
All right, Jesup. Time to rally. We're going to do this.
Wymore gets the bump to Folsky. Bringing it over from 40. It's high up. Wymore over to Thomas.
Nice.
And that one's going backwards.
Good job by Thomas.
She wound up and fired it.
Yeah, took it right at the defense.
Knowles to Schutte. Toma. That one's going to be out.
Outside.
What was that line judge's, or the official down front? What was her name again?
Holly.
Holly?
Yep.
4 kids, huh?
Yep. Bioengineer.
Wow. Chemical engineer.
Well, it's
the same thing.
It's a chemical engineer in the
biospace.
In the biospace.
Okay.
The bios. Right. She actually works in the biosphere at the. I don't know.
You didn't get that deep in the conversation.
No. I mean,
and that was just, you got that in a 5-second conversation with her. Holly. Harris up. Becker gets it over, and Denver can't respond. Comes Becker off. Leah Becker, 5'11" junior. J.C. Lang. That one goes over. Out of bounds is the call behind Schutte. Keep fighting back, little by little. In the net. See Jordan Folsky exit the game. Anna Curtis, a sophomore, comes on. Harris has to send it back. Calista Schutte needs to put it over. She does. And we got a whistle at the net.
Point Jesup.
Schutte off. McCombs in. Thomas back at the service line. In the net. Not the time for that. Get our next broadcast on the Jayhawk Sports Network next Tuesday. Appleton Parkersburg, Jesup volleyball. Luke and Jason will have that for you.
In.
That serve in. Getting close to the end of this one.
Game point for Denver. With this, they would take the match.
Stays alive for Jesup. Denver still moving along, and that one's out of bounds. Match point, game point.
I got to get some of whatever the Denver student section's got here, man. They got energy. Tough way to end the game there, just staring at the ball.
25-17 as Jesup goes down 3-1 tonight to the Denver Cyclones, who are ranked 8th in the state. Jesup 12th in the state. And Luke, into that first game, God, we thought we were going to see a real barn burner. It turned out to really be so, but I thought we'd see maybe more on the Jesup side.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Denver saw it. The coach gave them marching orders, and they responded and turned things around. Jesup, and I saw the look on Coach Bass's face as she was, as that game ended there. Jesup just had too many self-inflicted wounds, you know. It wasn't, and this is not to take credit away from Denver. They won. But Jesup didn't do themselves many favors in that second and third game. Second game was good, close. I mean, that could have gone either way. But the third game in particular, there was just a lot of errors made by themselves, and you know that the last play of the game where you had three girls just watch it drop in between them. That one, I'm pretty sure coach is discussing with them at this moment.
So the scores as they went, Jesup took that first one 25-16, lost the last three here 25-20, 25-22, 25-17. And, you know, it's, you know, a lot of great volleyball, you know, where they can control the ball. And but Denver really, again, we got to talk more about that. Denver on the response and their defensive end.
Oh, yeah.
They were scooping shots that, you know, maybe they wouldn't have otherwise.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen Denver play this year, but that's a good club. Knowles, I mean, she's a beast up front there, and they had a couple girls, I don't know their names, but they just did a great job. And anything around the net, I mean, they had pancake after pancake keeping those balls alive. And so, yeah, again, we had some self-inflicted wounds, but that's not taking anything away from Denver. They played great volleyball and won it.
So next up for Denver, they will move on to face Waverly Shell Rock this coming weekend in that tournament. Also, we'll get a chance to see Mount Vernon before they move into some more conference games next week. Jesup, this is it for the week. No weekend tournaments. Moving to next week, we'll have on the Jayhawk Sports Network AP and Jesup, hear from Jesup. Then on Thursday, Glenbrook Rhinebeck and Jesup. That'll be on October the 8th. So, any final insights to anything, Luke, or backgrounds on our officials or anything else you want to get into tonight?
No, hey man, win, lose or draw, I always enjoy watching our Jayhawks. I'm proud of the way they play and the way they carry themselves, and things didn't go the way they wanted them to go tonight. But I'll be back for the next game, and I'll support them as I always have, and hopefully everybody out there will do the same.
Again, join us on Tuesday. Luke and Jason Pilcher will have that broadcast with Appleton Parkersburg on the Jayhawk Sports Network. For Luke Baldwin and our crew of Anthony Baugh and camera operator Eric Cleric, along with executive producer Tony Lang, I'm Nate Klaber from the Hawks Nest in Jesup tonight, where Jesup loses to Denver 3-1. You can watch this entire game again on replay, as well as other high school athletic events that we have here. Go to the video section of our Facebook page or on YouTube. This is the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology with music courtesy of bensound.com. Go Jayhawks and stay safe.